Coming up, we'll let you know about what the local schools are doing in the wake of Parkland, Florida, introduce you to an a cappella group from Boston University, and let you know what's going on in and around town. All that and more on North Shore News.
Covering your news and events from all over the North Shore, this is North Shore News on PATV.
Hello, I'm Patricia Anzoa-Gira. Welcome to North Shore News. In the wake of the school shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, North Shore schools are examining their security measures and urging students and parents to talk to district counselors about potential threats. An Instagram post referencing the start of sports season at Great Neck North High School on March 5th prompted an investigation and increased school security, with some believing it could have been a school shooting threat. Nassau County Police investigated the message and found that there is no threat whatsoever, and that the person just wanted to show his excitement for spring sports that are starting tomorrow. Roslyn Superintendent Alison Brown said the shock of the Florida school shooting had her contemplating the district's plan for security and safety across its 5 schools. Brown said under the advice of law enforcement, the details of the protocols are not discussed publicly because disclosing specifics could potentially compromise safety. She did say, however, that much of the new construction in the district has included more secure entrances, and the staff conducts a number of emergency drills, including lockdowns, lockouts, shelter in place, and evacuation to prepare for different types of intruder situations. The district also employs security cameras on the buildings and fields, as well as electronic student IDs, door alarms, and panic buttons. During a vigil held by Nassau County Executive Laura Curran in conjunction with the Nassau County Commission for Human Rights earlier this month, school safety was also at the center of the conversation in response to the Parkland, Florida shooting. In her speech, Karen called for tougher background checks and a ban on AR-15 assault rifles, and encouraged residents to go to law enforcement if they noticed suspicious or concerning behavior. While some college students are spending spring break sunning themselves on a beach in the Caribbean, the Dear Abby's Boston University's all-male a cappella group, led by 2014 Great Neck South High graduate Todd Reese, will spend March 3rd to 9th performing in the tri-state area and will be based in Great Neck. Reese's interest in music began at South Middle School, but he didn't begin performing a cappella until much later. The singer was drawn to the music club early in college and was determined to play an integral role in the group's success. Reese is very excited to come back to Great Neck and show the town what the group has been working so hard on. Listen to the Dear Abbeys at www.dearabbeys.com and view videos on YouTube, including the latest full-length studio album, Songs for Mary Todd, which was just nominated for the Cara Awards, and a new music video of Justin Timberlake, Amnesia. 21 seniors from North and South high schools have advanced from semi-finalists to finalists in the prestigious 2018 National Merit Scholarships competition. These students are now among more than 15,000 students who will be considered for some 7,500 merit scholarships awards that will be announced in coming months. Great Neck North High School finalists are Aaron Hakimi, Courtney Hakimian, Michael John, Cheryl Tang, and Megan Zhu. Great Neck South High School finalists are Devin Shin, Kelly Shu, Susan Fent, Jessica Lee, Benjamin Koblina, Hanzwan Kwang, Zijan Long, Kimberly Liu, Julian Malater, Adam Sparling, Lin Zi, Michelle Zing, David Yao, An Zhang, Asia Zhang, and Esther Zhu. These students' PSAT scores were among the highest in the state, and their scores on a second examination were as good or even better. Having demonstrated exemplary academic performance through high school, these pupils were fully endorsed and recommended by their high school principals. Each student also provided biographical data, which included interests, activities, accomplishments, and goals. Long Island's first heart transplants were performed last month in Manhasset at the Sandra Atlas Bass Heart Hospital at North Shore University Hospital. The North Shore Hospital was approved in June by New York Health Commissioner Howard Zucker to open the island's first heart transplant program. Northwell hospitals collectively treat more heart failure patients than any other health system in the state. Over the past 3 years, Northwell facilities hospitalized over 20,000 heart failure patients, 14% of the statewide total. As part of developing a heart transplant center and in conjunction with Live On New York, Northwell Health is trying to increase organ donations to meet the needs of all types of organ transplant recipients. Dr. Lewis Tepperman, Northwell Health's Director of Solid Organ Transplantation, said with increased awareness and internal programs for physicians, nurses, and other clinicians to make referrals, organ donations for the health system improved by almost 1/3 in a 6-month period last year. Nassau County Executive Laura Curran announced an executive order establishing a zero-tolerance policy for gifts given by vendors to county employees. Some examples of gifts that county employees handling contracts and procuring can no longer accept include meals, holiday gifts, holiday baskets, gift cards, and tickets to golf outings or sports events. The previous standard barred gifts worth $75 or more. She also announced a new program to promote standards of ethical contracting in the procurement process. Vendors that do business with Nassau must disclose if they have any family member working for the county government. Curran announced several other changes as part of a broader contracting reform package. Instead of having one person at the executive level approve all contracts, the deputy county executive will have oversight, and the county is also working to implement electronic filing for vendor disclosure forms, and all contracting officers will be required to take annual compliance training. The policy announcement comes after Rob Walker, Chief Deputy County Executive under former Nassau County Executive Edward Mangano, was charged last week with making false statements and obstructing justice over a $5,000 payment he allegedly received from a contractor. Nassau County Nassau County Legislature Presiding Officer Richard Nicolello and Legislator Arnold Drucker were appointed to a 5-member bipartisan committee to select Nassau County's first Inspector General. The committee will be responsible for selecting the Inspector General. Following the selection, the committee will supervise and act as a liaison with the Office of the Inspector General. Patrick Rader was approved unanimously by the county legislature to be the Nassau County Police Commissioner after a 4-year vacancy. Before the approval, Rader had to discuss a letter sent to each of the county legislators accusing him of sexually harassing women in the police department. According to Newsday, the letter alleged that Rader had made inappropriate remarks during a meeting with the union officials in early January, such as referring to one woman as legs. Rader's assertion that the allegations were unfounded was backed by members of the legislature. Rader was also questioned about his private business, Real Time Intelligence Limited, which taught officials from foreign countries the techniques of American law enforcement. He said he founded the business in 2010 and that none of his work was done on county time or using county resources. Rader also said he plans to dissolve the business. And aside from those questions, the legislature mostly offered praise of Rada. Senator Elaine Phillips announced that the New York State Senate has passed the most comprehensive response yet to sexual harassment in New York. The bill, sponsored by Senator Phillips, will prevent individuals from engaging in misconduct and that creates a hostile work environment in either the public or private sectors, and encourage victims to come forward. The major reforms passed include establishing a statutory definition of sexual harassment, prohibiting the anonymity of the accused in court-approved settlements, and banning mandatory sexual harassment arbitration clauses, prohibiting confidentiality agreements unless the victim requests confidentiality, expanding protection to independent contractors, creating uniform policies for all branches of state and local government, and protecting hardworking taxpayers from paying for public sector harassment settlements. The bill mirrors much of what the governor proposed and builds on it in key ways. The bill will be sent to the Assembly. And that's all the news for now. Here is what is happening in and around town. The 7th annual Roar for Autism Regatta will be held on Sunday, April 15th at 7:30 a.m. at North Hempstead Beach Parkway in Port Washington. Spectators are invited to attend this free event to cheer on local rowing teams and adaptive rowers as they raise awareness and money for autism. 25% of the money raised will be donated to the Nassau-Suffolk Autism Society of America, with the remaining proceeds going towards the purchase of adaptive rowing equipment, which allows a disabled teenager to be paired with a typical peer mentor. Residents can donate in person at the event or online at www.portrowing.com. Team registration is now open and the deadline to register is April 8th. Lot registration is until April 12th. Teams can register by visiting www.portrowing.com, and for more information, please call 311. In the town of North Hempstead, Supervisor Judy Bosworth and the town board announced that the dates for the 2018 Stop Throwing Out Pollutants event have been announced. The first STOP event will be held on Saturday, April 21st and Sunday, April 22nd from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at North Hempstead Beach Park's North Lot. The STOP program offers towns of North Hempstead residents the opportunity to dispose of dangerous and chemical waste that is too dangerous to dispose of with the routine curbside pickups. Residents may also bring their sensitive documents for proper shredding and destruction on site, and the town will no longer be accepting pharmaceuticals at the STOP program. The STOP event will also have a clothing donation area thanks to North Hempstead's partnership with Big Brothers Big Sisters. Additional STOP programs will be held throughout 2018. And for more information on the STOP programs, please call 311-0516-869-6311 or visit northhempsteadny.gov/stop program. The Art Guild will hold 3 diverse workshops this spring in March and April at the Art Guild Elderfields Preserve, 200 Port Washington Boulevard in Manhasset. On April 20th, 21st, and 22nd, nationally known color pencil artist Chrissy Kuch will teach a 3-day colored pencil workshop. There will be demonstrations, individual attention, materials to sample, and a cache of take-home supplies. And on April 28th, artist and photographer Howard Rose will teach a cell phone photography workshop. Students will spend the day learning essential elements of photography, including understanding your cell phone camera, deciding what to photograph, and creating the best composition. To register or for more information, call 516-304-5797 or visit www.theartguild.org. And that's all the news for now. For more information about North Shore News or to see this episode again, you can visit us at www.patv.org or like us on Facebook. And for North Shore News, I'm Patricia.